In this tutorial, I want to share a few progressions that we can learn from Jacob Collier's new song, Little Blue, in the key of E flat major. Now this first progression, what it does is it uses the circle of fifths to approach the first chord, or the one, or the tonic, which is E flat. But what we're going to do is start off on the B. And if we go up by 5 from B, we approach F sharp. If we apply the same rule, go up by 5, we get to C sharp. Go up by 5 again, we get to A flat. And if we go up by 5, you're going to see that we're going to arrive at E flat. So what we're going to do, or what Jacob Collier does, is he uses these notes to create chords, and these chords eventually lead us to E flat. So this progression sounds something like this. So what he does first for the B is play this chord, or this voicing for B, which is a B major 7. We can call it a B major 7 sus2, or a B major 9. Right? And what I'm playing here in my left hand is B with its 5th and major 7th. Then my right hand is playing the 5th of B. Right? We're playing F sharp. And we can always embellish these chords by adding extra notes. For example, the 3rd of B, which is E flat. Now the next chord is the 5th of B, which is F sharp, and we're going to voice it in this way. F sharp major 9. The next chord, which is a 5th away from this one, is C sharp, and we're going to voice it as a C sharp major 7. And as you can see, I played a grace note in this chord, where I start off with this E flat and change it to an F. Next chord is a 5th away, which is an A flat, and we're going to play it as an A flat major 7 sus2. Now this chord is very similar to the first chord that we play, right, which was a B major 7 sus2. Now this voicing, right, is simply the root, the 5th, the major 7th, and then we play the 5th as a triad. So E flat. So far we have B, F sharp, C sharp, A flat, and then the next chord would be an E flat, right? But what he does is he uses the 5th of E to imply that we are approaching that 1, right? In this case, the 5th of E flat is a B flat, and we're voicing it as a B flat 9 sus4. I really like this voicing because of all the notes that it uses, that cluster, and it gives it that unfinished feeling, right? That suspended feeling. And then we finish on the 1, which is E flat major. So all together. Now there's another progression that he does, and I really like this progression because of how it modulates to another key almost seamlessly, right? But then he brings it back to the original key, and it sounds something like this. So for this progression, he starts off on the 6, voiced as the C minor 7, then plays a 3, and I really like this voicing for the 3. Usually we play a minor chord for a 3, right? The G minor 7, but in this case, it's voiced as a 1 over 3, right? An E flat major 7 sus2 over that G. So 6, 3, then a 4, A flat major 7, then back to that 3. And now, based on the melody that he plays in this song, it sort of implies that we're playing a 2, right? It fits perfectly if we were to play a 2 after those chords. So 6, 3, 4, 3, 2, and then play something like this, right? 3, 4, and then repeat that progression. But what he does instead is go to the 2 of A flat, which is a 4th away from E flat. So he plays 6, 3, 4, 3, and then he goes to this B flat minor 7. Then plays the 3 of this new key, which is A flat. So 2, 3, and then 4. And what's interesting now is that E flat becomes the 5 in this case, right? It was the tonic originally, but it becomes a 5 now. So 2. So 2, right? We're thinking in terms of A flat. 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, then 3. But in this case, this 3 right here in A flat over C is functioning as the 4 or the 6 of the original key, which is E flat, right? So we played 4, 5, 4, 4, 6 of E flat, and then we're back to that 1 chord. And this same progression, he actually does it a different way, where he modulates to a completely different key, all while using the same melody or a similar melody. So right, instead of going to a 4 chord, he goes to an A minor 9, which would be the 6 of C major. So he modulated down 3 half steps. So then plays a 3, still in that C major. Then plays a 4, and now he modulates to a completely different key, which is A major, right? We're playing a 2, a 2, a 3, 4, then a 5. And this is where it changes completely, right? We go to a B, and then C sharp, and then we're back on the original key. So that last progression altogether sounds something like this.